Hello, welcome to the MX Update channel once again. Channels to collect various stories of the motocross industry to tell each other. Before going to watch the clip, leave your friends to like, share, subscribe to cheer each other up. Over the weekend, James Stewart was one of 6 individuals inducted into the AMA Motorcycle Hall of Fame. Alongside of Kenny Coolbeth, Greg Hancock, Effie Hotchkiss, Sandy Kosman, and Ben Spies as members of the class of 2022. Stewart broke records on the track and also became the first African-American rider to win a championship in AMA Supercross and Motocross. The Florida native piled up wins at the amateur level, then made it to the top level of the sport, where he ended his professional racing career second in combined AMA professional motocross and supercross wins, and also boasting 2 AMA Supercross Premier Class titles, 2 AMA 125SX titles and the all-time wins record in both 125 classes of AMA Supercross and Motocross, as well as his 2 AMA Motocross 125cc titles and his perfect season in the 450 class of AMA Motocross in 2008, becoming only the second rider to ever do the feat as he joins Ricky Carmichael. Stewart was known for pushing the limits in search of the next level, so he provided everyone watching a show and left an impact on people all around the world. In May 2019, Stewart officially announced his retirement from professional racing, although he had not lined up for a gate drop since 2016. Before going to watch the clip, please friends like, share, press subscribe and listen to the story of the fastest man on the planet. In the world, James Stewart grew up in the moto spotlight. As a kid from Haines City, Florida, he was the fastest Pee-wee rider in the world until he got on 65s. Then he became fastest 65cc rider on the planet, then the fastest 85cc rider, etc., etc. As a matter of fact, Stewart is the fastest 125cc rider in the history of AMA Supercross and AMA Pro Motocross, owning the records for most 125cc wins in both. I can still see and hear him absolutely mopping up fields of 250F riders on his Kawasaki KX125S between 2002 and 04. He's the last man to have ever won a 125 national on a 125, as well as the last to win a title. When Stewart moved up to the Premier class, he met both Ricky Carmichael and Chad Reed at the top of their games. Injuries prevented him from making an 05 title run in SX, while Kawasaki's lack of a 450 kept him out of title contention outdoors, but come 2006 it was on, and the 06 AMA Supercross Championship was the closest title battle ever, as all three finished within 2 points of one another. Carmichael on top in the AMA standings and the KX450F mounted Stewart on top of the FIM standings. Carmichael would go into semi-retirement for the 2007 season and Stewart would defeat Reed for his first Premier AMA Supercross crown in 2007. He would go undefeated in 450 Pro Motocross, matching something only Carmichael has ever done. Then he switched from Kawasaki to Yamaha and added a second 450SX title. From there, it seemed like James Stewart would be dominant for years to come. But after beating his rival Reed by just 4 points in 2009, James Stewart never won another title, as crashes, injuries, and an unfortunate penalty levied by the FIM. Stewart tested positive for Adderall while not having a therapeutic use exemption haunted the rest of his career. He never really retired, he just sort of faded away. No matter, Stewart's legacy as a racer was well established. His speed and technique both must rank among the best ever and he literally changed the sport when he mastered the now standard bubba scrub technique, something he unveiled at the 2003 Budds Creek 125 National. His 28 wins in the 125 Nationals, 50 wins in AMA 450 Supercross, and 98 total wins in AMA Pro MX and 450 SX make him an immediate AMA Motorcycle Hall of Famer. Though like every other racer, he could not be nominated until at least 5 years after his last professional competition. His last race was Washougal 16, but he didn't know or announce that he was retiring, so that's why he didn't enter last year. Stewart is a racer who all over the world recognized that at some point he was the fastest man in the world. He is a 7-time Loretta Lynn's Amateur Championships Supercross champion in the 125 class 2003 and 2004. Motocross champion 125 class in 2022 and 2004. In the Premier class he won 2 Supercross and 1 Motocross championship. He won all 50 Supercross and Motocross races 20 times. Finally, this man is a legend throughout the James Bubba Stewart.